Hello there everybody, welcome back to RoundSquare. My name is Doidle and today we are looking into Builders of Egypt, the Prologue, which is an early access version of the game of the same name. So I know very little about this game, aside from the fact it was recommended to me on my Steam queue, because it is a city building game set in the days of the pharaohs, which sounds very interesting. So yes, this is an early access game. Don't know anything about it. Literally, I started it up, got to the first stage of the tutorial, and was like, yes, I want to record this. This looks fun. So join me, shall you? Okay, now I don't know how long the prologue is. I'm assuming it's just the one tutorial level, I don't know. But the tutorial sees us building the ancient city of Memphis, which is very exciting, and it looks like these are other levels that you'll be able to select eventually, but yeah. So the tutorial takes place in Memphis. So we've got a nice little splash screen, and then you've got all of this historical information, which I feel a bit bad for saying. I love history, but even this is a lot. Like, that's a lot. And I understand, I perfectly understand that Egypt has a very rich history spanning thousands of years, but it's, that's a lot for the setup to your tutorial. I'll just say that much. Okay, let's hop right in. Okay, right, this is literally where I got to, and I saw everything and I was like, ooh. Okay, so, the ruler of Upper Egypt, King Narmer, conquered Lower Egypt and united the kingdom on the Nile. Now the country needs capital. King Aha, Narmer's successor, sends you to Memphis, or Inebhej, I don't know, to supervise the construction of this magnificent city, a political, administrative and religious centre, which will become home to the royal family, and thanks to its monumentality, will strengthen its authority. So we've got a set of win conditions, so this is all the stuff that we need to do in order to complete this tutorial. Yes, ooh, okay. Interesting. Who the fuck? I actually shit you not, one of my neighbours is launching fireworks. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. It's a bright sunny day. I'm just seeing what looks like explosions of glitter on the other side of the block. Why? You can tell I live in the weird part of town. Yep, that's fine. You just keep setting them off. I can't fucking believe this. I spent about 30 minutes setting this up today. I was like, you know what, it's my last day off before I return to work. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do something nice and productive. As soon as I fucking start recording. Are you done? Have you blown your load? Okay. No, there's more. I guess we'll just sit here awkwardly. They're actual fireworks. Why? And just to reiterate, this is mid-afternoon in spring. It's not dark outside or anything. It's actually quite a nice day. Okay. I think it's over. I'm going to cautiously proceed. Okay, so this short tutorial is intended for the early access version and will be expanded as the game develops. Here you will learn the basic rules of the game. Click the right arrow or press the space bar. In ancient Egypt, the idea of currency was unknown. The work was paid for with bread and beer. To simplify this, mechanics treat these resources as the cost of placing buildings and exchanging wares. You can find their icons in the top panel. You can get bread and beer mainly from trading and collecting taxes, but these are not a reliable source of income, so make sure you do not run out of them, because in such a situation you will not be able to further develop your settlement. Okay. The settlement development should start with the designing of a grid of streets. Select a road from the building list and place the street where you will be building your settlement. Remember that the first basic resource is water, so it's the best practice to build a settlement along the river. Okay, very interesting. Right, let's hop into it then. So, I tell you what, the interface kind of reminds me of Banished. If anyone's ever played that, I think I did a video on it a while ago, a long time ago now. Go all the way down here, and then to there. Okay. Select a house from the building list and then place it next to the road. Press R to rotate the building. Remember that all buildings must be built like this. If you leave the building off of the road, it will not work and may collapse over time. Okay, fair enough. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know what these are. These are very interesting little houses. I like it. Okay. The building placed like this will encourage immigrants to settle in your city if it has sufficiently high levels of satisfaction, which, as you will notice in the later game, is not easy to achieve. The arrival of the first inhabitants is announced by a message in the bottom right corner. Okay, that'll be this here, I'm guessing. Incoming dwellers. Dwellers are coming to the city! Hooray! Enslave us! Oh look, I can actually see them. You poor things. Don't know what you're getting yourselves in for. Your dwellers need to be protected against fires. Select a fire state. I mean, do they though? It's not really a big city. Not really far from the water either, but that's just me. Okay, select a fire station from the buildings list and put it near your existing buildings. Okay. Note that after clicking the fire station range icon, in the bottom right corner, a filter will appear showing the coverage of the settlement and this range. Oh, okay. This is very much like the Anno series then, I'm guessing. In that different buildings will have an area of influence. Yes, I see. Cool. This building protects other buildings from fire, but remember that the effectiveness of the protection reduces as the distance increases. It is a good idea to build a fire station at relatively small distances from each other for better protection. I see. So, let's have a look at this house. If you look from the top, you'll notice these things about the house. Current warnings, the number of the building, the name of the building, the level of the building, the capacity of the house and the number of available workers, and the risk of disasters, illness, crime, fire, disaster, the required resources to raise the level of the house, and collected resources, and current access to buildings. So yes, this is, it runs on a similar mechanic to the Anno series, whereby certain conditions have to be met, certain resources and services have to be present in order for the buildings to upgrade. Hello, my dear little children, come in, come. Look at your new amazing home. It's not the white conical structure I thought it was before. It actually makes a lot more sense now looking at it, but we'll ignore that. Okay. Know that each house has its own range, which determines the maximum distance to the building in which a dweller can work. Is that so? Oh. Okay. In the case of hard-to-reach workplaces such as mines, it's worth considering building a work camp, which is a mostly self-sufficient unit. In order to upgrade the house, the well should be placed in accordance to the requirements that we've just observed. Build a well in the close range of the houses. I mean, you got lots of water here. Do you really need it? We could just, you know, settle down here. But fine. So, sanitary. Oh, well. Oh. This is a very pretty game. I'll give it that. The house will now be... Oh, yes, look! The house is upgrading. Ah. The house will be upgraded if it has been completely occupied, if it's by a road, and if it meets all of its conditions. Remember if there is something missing from the previous level, in the next level of the house will then be degraded to the previous level after a while. So yeah, again, very similar to Anno. Is that it done? That doesn't look anywhere near as... I mean, you got walls, I guess, but that's not really... Don't really have much cover, do you? Compared to the tents. Each city needs an organised production for its growth, starting with the production of basic resources necessary for the upgrades of its houses. Build a clay pit in the available space, making sure that it's within range of the houses and there is a road nearby. Well, I mean, that is absolutely fine because you've set it out for me. So, a clay pit. Very nice. Note that each building requires workers to be assigned from their homes. Production buildings have a minimum number of employees, below which they don't start working, and with a maximum number of employees, production reaches 100% efficiency. Keep an eye on the workforce in the settlement by building new houses. I see. So, yes, okay, so this is very much like Banished as well, in that you have to manage the workforce. Interesting, okay. The production of wares may require the construction of more than one building within a production chain. You'll find more information about the building by left-clicking on it. Okay, well, I mean, okay, yeah. Finished wares are collected by the employees of the stockpile and stored there. Build the stockpile in close range to the production buildings in the same way as before. Okay. Stockpile. Oh, I like the music. This is very chill. Very chill. Note that the stockpile does not have a predefined range and can pick up orders from the other side of the map. Therefore, you can control the stockpile policy by clicking the left mouse button on the building. Okay, so these are your resource limits. Right. Oh, I like that. That's very cool. Okay. To complete one typical production chain, build a brick maker. The manufactured bricks are one of the most popular tradable wares in the game. Okay. Ware production, brick maker. Some production buildings require specific conditions or locations. Wells must be built by the river, quarries and by the hills, and woodcutters require forests, which may be depleted if you devastate the entire woodland. Okay, that's fine. So one thing that's kind of interesting, which I've noticed right off the bat, is that when you place buildings, it's one of those games where it automatically just completes them. There's no sort of building process, which I suppose is a bit more like Anno. Would have been nice to see a little bit of construction, but that's just my personal taste more than anything. I wouldn't say it really detracts anything from the game. The inhabitants need food to improve their houses. As before, we need to create another production chain. Each subsequent upgrade of the house has its own different requirements. You can check them out in the house information card. Okay, so... Oh, so these are the different... Is that the different levels? I don't know, actually. Build a fishing wharf to start fishing. Ooh, okay. Get those yummy fishies. The finished wares can be used to build a monument if the mission requires it, or they can be traded away. To do this, you need to set up a trade route. To do so, click on the region map. Okay. I didn't realise that trading would be a part of this. Hello? Okay. Whoa! You okay there, hun? So that's where we are. Where do we... am I supposed to trade with a particular city? Sure, let's trade with them. Sure. Have some bread. The trade route has been opened. From time to time, a trader or a ship will come from the city to exchange their wares. At the beginning of each year, the amount of purchased wares is reset. If a trader exchanges all of his goods within the year, he will not arrive again until the next one. The goods you already produce, and you can export to Abydos, are bricks. Okay, change your policy on bricks to export. So I want to click yep. Okay, so we now have free reign, I think. We've completed the tutorial part, I suppose. Oh, this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, cool. Well, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with this. Okay, right, so I figure we may as well try and complete the level and see what happens. Because honestly, I'm not entirely sure how expansive... Was that the noise of the cart? Ooh. I'm not exactly sure how expansive this game is beyond the tutorial level, so I can only assume that it is just the level itself, but we may as well give it a go. So, number of inhabitants, mission description. So we need 75 dwellers. We need to gather bread. Don't know how we do that. Export bricks. Gather pottery. Okay. What's going on here? Not enough workers? Excuse me? Okay. So, I guess we need to have some more houses. Yes, indeedy. Right. So I put one there. Put one there. One there. One there. I'm not sure what the keyboard commands are, but it's not what I thought they would be. Interesting. It's so rare that you get to see an Egyptian-themed city builder, or at least, you know, today. I definitely remember a lot of, like, ancient city builders were very much a thing of my childhood. That was kind of it. I mean, I guess it won't hurt just to get more houses in general. Well, I've got to say, graphically, this is very interesting. It's very vibrant. Very nice lighting. Quite enjoying this, to be perfectly honest. Certain things like the tiling of the roads you can see is a little bit not quite tiled correctly, but I think that's very much a minor thing. Let's not forget this is early access. Oh, this is pretty. Look! Oh, look! Actual houses! Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Access to temple, so I guess that's the thing that they need next. Fire station, stockpile granary, a bazaar, authority buildings, country. Ooh! Oh, that's cool. I can actually start making things like town centre squares and things like that already. Yes. Yes, Queen. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, we're going to have lovely potted palms. It's going to be gorgeous. One there, and we'll have one there. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. Thought maybe I could put something in the middle, but apparently not. Never mind. Educational buildings, defensive structures, military buildings. Let's get a little farm. Now, I guess we probably want to have the farm... Oh. 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 Okay. I'm not sure where we can put the farm. I assumed that you'd be able to just put it on any of the fertile land, but apparently not. Oh, but it doesn't say... why. What's your deal? Oh, they have to be right on the water's edge. Okay. That's fine. We can do that. In that case, we'll put that there. Oh, because they become floodplains. Oh, that makes sense. Although these ones don't have arrows to suggest that they need a road connection, which is interesting. Do they therefore not? Oh, now they're complaining that there's no bloody road. Alright. Fine. Let's build a road. Da 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 da. Ah, I can't believe we got a little house. It's so cute. Very nice. I was a bit worried that this was as good as it was going to get. Oh, this is cool. Yes, I'm very much getting Anno meets Stronghold 2 meets Banished vibes from this. Very much here for it. I like this. I'm having a good time. I'll tell you for free. Ooh, we've hit a milestone. Settlement. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Let's see what's in the stockpile. Oh, yes, look at this. Whoa. This whole army. Okay, now the real question is, how do we get more bread? Or is that just from what we're exporting? I don't know. guess, do we need to set all of these resources to export? I have no clue. Ooh. What's going on here? Oh, okay. So the trader comes in regularly, but they only ever want to buy certain things. So, yeah, they're only ever interested in clay and bricks, so there's not really much point in me having other resources like pots and fish to sell. So I guess let's focus our attention on clay and bricks. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to go all out. We're going to really expand this. We're going to make this the city of tomorrow. A city that Hatshepsut would be proud of. Okay, so we've got lots of clay pits there. Very gorgeous looking, by the way, I must say. Now, one thing I don't quite get is why in the tutorial did they have all of the houses spaced out like this? Like, that's just ineffective. I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to demolish them. Get rid of you, get rid of you. And going to replace them with some more Doit fitting ones. Now we can get literally double the amount of things in there. And then what we can do... what would be the easiest way, I wonder? Maybe I will just leave it like that and just have a little side street like that going through. Yeah. So we need more brick makers. I can't remember, is that a brick maker? That's a brick maker. Okay, that's cool. Yes, we're going to have a thriving economy. Everything's going to be fantastic here. Oh, I'd love to see it. Wait. Potter? Brick maker. Frick! That's the wrong thing. Okay, brickmaker is what I'm after. I thought, like, hey, that doesn't look right. Okay, put that there. Lovely jubilee. A lovely a jubilee. Now, I wonder what happens to the people who have been evicted, because now I've got to wait for these houses to fill up again. Do I just lose them from my population, or... I don't really know. Oh well, either way. Speed things up and we'll have a little look-see. Look at them swarming in like little fleas to infest the city. Here we go. Yes, come on in, guys. Plenty of room for everyone. We are, after all, in a desert. And then when those houses upgrade, they'll bring a larger workforce and they can work the clay pits more and make more bricks to sell. Ooh. Well. Okay, apparently we did it. That is fine. Okay, do you want to continue playing it? Yes, we do. Why not? Why not? So, oh, look at this. Oh, that looks gorgeous. I will say, graphically, I'm very impressed with this game. You can obviously see that there's a couple of little nitpicks that I can make, but this is, you know, purely just because the game is in early access, so it's not got that kind of polish of a finished game, but all in all, I am very impressed with this. I think this is a very refreshing take on a... oh, fish. Oh. Anyway, I think this is a very refreshing take on an Egyptian-themed city-building game. So I'm very much looking forward to this being fully released eventually. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with this. So, we've established Memphis as the bustling city and seat of power that it is destined to be. Thank you everybody so much for joining me on this little journey. I really hope you check out this game. It is available early access for free on Steam, which is how I found it. Yuck, I'm certainly not being paid to endorse this by any stretch of the word, because no one would endorse me. But yes, thank you everybody so much for checking this out with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all staying safe during these strange and uncertain times, and please be the reason that somebody smiles today. Have a great day, everyone.